Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. As you can see, it's actually raining outside there. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, let us agree to or on two facts. Fact number one is that the finance bill is actually a very bad bill. For me, I can't even compare this finance bill to the Building Bridges Initiative bill. It's a very bad deal. In fact, if William Ruto was the one opposing this finance bill, that's when you'd understand how bad it is. The second fact which we can't run away from is that this finance bill is going to pass in Parliament. Because there's no way William Ruto is going to allow Azimio or members of Parliament to have their way. And I explained this in one of my videos. But Kenya Kwanza members of Parliament are under a lot of pressure to support the bill. If you are keenly following politics today, they were unleashed in various parts of the country to try and sell the finance bill.
Sisi nikiwaongoza nyinyi Wakuria, mimi nasema hivi, tusiingie ile chorus ya wale ambao tayari maendeleo imewafikia. Watu wametembelewa na lami miaka yote ya uhuru, watu wamewekewa stima miaka yote ya uhuru, watu wamepewa maji miaka yote ya uhuru, watu kupata mashule mazuri. Yani wameendelea sana kutuliko sisi Wakuria. Alafu wanaongoza kwaya ya kupinga finance bill na sisi tuingie huko ndani. Hatutaingia ndani.
We are listening to the people of Kenya. We have our aspirations as leaders and the things we want to achieve. But we are also listening to the people of Kenya wakati wanatuambia tunataka hivi, hatutaki hii. Na ile imekuwa ikifanyika public participation has been a very sacrosanct process. We respect the people of Kenya. Tumekuwa tukichukua maoni, na hiyo maoni najua it is to make us richer as leaders in terms of our opinions. It is to make our finance bill better.
But a member of parliament, for the Kenya member of parliament, for Kabuchai, Majimbo Kalasinga, came out very strongly to oppose the bill. And for me, that's significant politically speaking. So in this video, I want us to look at why the move by Kalasinga Majimbo to oppose this particular bill is significant. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Without any further ado, let us dive in and let us begin by listening and paying very close attention to the speech by Kalasinga Majimbo and the reaction from the ground before we proceed.
Nimesema hivi, ni lazima tupige ile bill msasa, tukubaliane ni mambo yapi lazima turekebishe. Mimi nikienda bunge nipike no, piga mkono juu. Piga nduru wale wanasema mimi nenda nipike no. Wale wanakubali. Haya, mikono chini. Pili, wale wanasema mimi niende bunge nikubali hiyo ushuru, beba mkono juu. Hakuna mkono hata mmoja.
Now that's the Kabuchai member of parliament. And why is this statement significant? Because right now, I only know of maybe 2 or 3 members of parliament from Kenya Kwanza who have come out to oppose this bill very strongly. One of them is the Githunguri member of parliament, Wamushomba. Now we have the Kabuchai member of parliament, and I think there was another one from Meru. Those are the ones who have come out. And as a matter of fact, Rigathi Gachagua is currently trying so hard to whip Kenya Kwanza members of parliament, especially from the mountain, to vote for this bill. But why do you think it's significant? It's significant because of 2 main reasons. Number one, Kalasinga is a member of Ford Kenya. Is a member of Ford Kenya, and Ford Kenya is part of Kenya Kwanza coalition, which means is putting Moses Masika Wetangula on the spot. That's number one. Number two, Kabuchai constituency is actually the constituency where Moses Masika Wetangula comes from. And it's significant because if you could read the mood and the response from the crowd when Kalasinga was making the announcement, clearly the crowd was excited.
Nienda bunge nipike no, piga mkono juu, piga nduru wale wanasema mimi nienda nipike no, wale wanakubali. Haya, mikono chini. Pili, wale wanasema mimi niende bunge nikubali hiyo ushuru, beba mkono juu. Hakuna mkono hata mmoja.
So why do you think the statement by Kalasinga is actually worrying Kenya Kwanza? That's what I want us to look at. Before we do that, kindly allow me to introduce you once again to Smart Data Analytics. For those who've been on this platform earlier this year, I talked about Smart Data Analytics. Smart Data Analytics is a US-based world-class tech school that aims to accelerate learning by offering a wide range of trending tech tools to fully equip participants for employability in a very short time. And there are several testimonies of those who enrolled. I'm going to play their clip towards the end of the video, so stay around. But in short, they teach advanced Excel, business analysis, SQL, SQL Server Integration Services, and Power BI. And in fact, it's one of the most sought after training schools, especially right now. They just entered into some agreement with, I think, Nairobi University. So please check the testimonials out, and you can also check the website where you can get more details. Now, why do you think the move by the Kabuchai Member of Parliament is significant? For me, number one, it exposes the sharp division within Kenya Kwanza over this particular bill. The general agreement is that this bill is very bad. But remember, Kenya Kwanza is led by a dictator. And the members of parliament have been put on notice. And William Ruto is actually taking note of any member of parliament who is going to oppose this bill. As we speak, very many members of parliament from the mountain, from Western Kenya, are opposed to this bill. But they can't come out. I was reading the dailies today, and clearly most of the members of parliament, Kenya Kwanza members of parliament, fear how William Ruto is going to deal with them, especially after this vote. So they are opting to keep quiet. And by the Kabuchai member of parliament coming out, you could clearly tell that his event was boycotted by most Ford Kenya members of parliament. Why? Because probably within Kenya Kwanza and within Ford Kenya, they're being pushed to support this bill. But for him, it's not. So it's actually exposing the sharp divisions we are witnessing currently in Kenya Kwanza. Number two, it also exposes the ground hostility to this particular bill. And that's something which William Ruto would not want Kenyans to know. The truth of the matter is that at some point, the narrative by Kenya Kwanza was that this bill is only being opposed by Azimio. And it's turning out that as much as the bill is going to pass, majority of Kenyans are not for this bill. The other day, I saw Rigathi Gachagua struggling so hard to explain to the people of the mountain that they should vote for this bill because Raila Odinga is opposing. Basically, he's using the traditional way of rallying the Kikuyus, that if you want the Kikuyus to oppose something, just invoke the name Raila Amolo Odinga. But sadly for them, majority of Kenyans, including those from the mountain, are opposed to this bill. And the ground in Kabuchai is actually against this bill. And that is basically what is worrying Kenya Kwanza. Because, you know, assuming other members of parliament were here, or even the MCs were in attendance and they support the bill, do you think they were going to be able to address the gathering? Just last week, in Kiminili constituency, a member of parliament was actually stopped. Any member, there was a funeral there, and any member of parliament who wanted to talk about this bill, in support of this bill, could not be allowed to speak. So the ground is hostile. And This is now coming out because I'm sure this member of parliament will continue doing this. Just listen to the reaction of the crowd. And lastly, if you ask me, and this is what William Ruto will not want, any Jubilee member of parliament supporting this particular bill means, and lastly, and this is what William Ruto does not want, any member of Jubilee, and lastly, this is what William Ruto might not want to be seen, that Azimio is getting boost every single day. Any member of parliament from Kenya Kwanza opposes the bill. Because by opposing this bill previously, there was a narrative that it's Azimio. Then, now you are seeing Kenya Kwanza members of parliament opposing it. And those who are supporting it are now being seen to be people who are being forced to actually support the bill. So it means tomorrow, Raila Odinga can actually go to another event in the Western Kenya. Kalasinga can go to another event in Western Kenya, and they can actually sell the bill without any problem. I don't know what you think. That's my take. And please listen to these short testimonies from individuals who registered for smart data analytics courses in the last, I think most of them registered after we made the announcement. And there's a new enrollment which is going to come up shortly. So pay close attention. And may you have a good day.
You all know my name is Gina Yako. I'm also a graduate of Smart Data. Today we are going to talk about Smart Data. We're going to talk about the success stories, you guys, the two of you ladies, the powerhouses in data right now. But before we go to that, guys who are watching me, I see 6 people watching. Thank you so much for joining this live broadcast. My name is Gina Yako. We are going to talk everything Smart Data. You guys have heard me talk about smart data analytic. You've heard me talk about taking data analysis courses, business analysis, project management, and all that nitty-gritty stuff. So right now I'm joined by also I was in cohort 9. They are going to introduce themselves and say which cohorts they were in and what they learned and what they currently do. Because I believe people think that we just talk about this thing that we do online, but I've never seen anything. I've never seen any results. So today we brought 2 people who are doing very well in that field. So I'm gonna start with the top, I guess on my right, on my left on the screen, on my right. Yeah, you know what I mean. Susie, you're gonna go first. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who are you? What do you do?
Thank you, Jean. Of course, my name is Susie. I'm a data analyst. I work at a health insurance company based in New York City. I work remotely. And so I was in cohort 11. That is the cohort just ended last year. And that's who I am.
Nice. John, now to you. Can you tell us a little bit about you and what do you do?
Yes, my name is Joan. I'm a data analyst based in Boston, northeast of the United States. And I work for a company that does cruises. I'm an analyst for the call center. So my work is to analyze everything that happens at the call center, the calls that come in, and everything that is the call center. And I analyze that and forward to the hours.
Since you're the one talking right now, I'm going to start with you. So how did you find out about smart data, and what caught your eye, and what made you say, you know what, this